2019 Mercedes-Benz GLC300. Customer would like to have a touchscreen. This is non-touchscreen, obviously. Customer would like to have a wireless CarPlay Android Auto with a touchscreen. We got a 12-inch monitor. So this is the new monitor. It comes with a mount and a T-harness. The LVDS cable, USB cable. I'll put all the links on description below. You can get all these parts and also the screen of Amazon. First thing you're gonna do is you're gonna have to remove the center. That's the center speaker. You gotta remove the grill. Carefully pry that out. It's kind of thin plastic. Be careful taking that out. Spinning the wire is kind of small. The reason we're taking it out is under this hole here, there are two screws, 4 screws inside. We have to remove it and holds the monitor in. So we need to pull one screw right there, and we need 2 screws from there. There is a screw right here. It's one side. Goes up G15. Essentially because it's 42 feet inside. So you have them 2 out, push it forward, and you can use. So one video, another one out. Next step we're going to do is it comes to this plastic mount. You can put it in like that. And we're not using this power plug, but we're going to use just the LVDS video plug. And we're going to put 2 screws back in. We're going to do that later. The next step, we're going to have to take this center dash out. To get to the center dash panel, open this armrest. And this one has a little push clips right here. You're going to have to pry this out. There's a little cutout. Then you're going to have to push this inward to release this panel out. There should be a little gap there. Then just pry that upward. Like this. We're going to have to take that, then push these and pull out. Okay. Then we're going to take these 2 screws out. Right here, one here, one there. I think that one is a 20 though, but you can use a 15 as well.
No,
that's 15. Okay, so after you get these 2 out, the entire center dash can be pulled up. Like that. And it kind of goes under like that, so you're going to have to pull downward to release. And we're going to disconnect, carefully disconnect all the plugs. Let's see. This one here. Now there's a 1 plug here. So there's a 1 plug. And that releases the entire, so we don't have to, let's put this back in. Right, so this plug here, there are 2 here, then this one is the lighter plug. I know it goes sideways, not straight down, so don't try to pull this out this way, rather you go this way to release the lighter plug and remove those 2 plugs out. So now the center dash is totally gone. Now we can get to, this is the actual CD radio, and of course that was just the monitor. So we're going to get to this behind this panel. And we're going to remove these 2 screws on the top. kind of, if you look at this plastic rod, as you pull it, it releases this locking thing. So you go straight out like this. So as you push in, see these plastic locking tabs go up and lock this bottom side here. So you just simply pull forward, it comes forward and release the radio. So only thing we would have to do is remove this main plug, and you just simply unlock this top clip and pull toward to the front. That release this. Now this one has a fiber optic cable. See these two orange cables here? These are fiber optic. Be careful not to kink or cut. Those are not a copper wire. That's a fiber optic. So there, to release that, there is a little locking plastic tab right here. You bend this away from it and this thing comes out. We're going to transfer this over to T-harness. This T-harness here, the male and female, it has the 4 round holes right here. This is on the outer side, so you have to plug it in the same way it comes out, which is the outer one, not the inner one. So this has to go in this way. When you take this out, some people say, oh, I don't know which way it came out. You don't have to worry about that. It has a shape that it can only fit in one way. So you just unplug it, plug this back into this same way it comes out to the male side. This goes back into the factory side. That plugs into the factory plug. So this is a male, obviously goes into the radio. This goes to the factory plug without the fiber optic cable, because that's going to be transferred over to this plug right here. So let's take that fiber optic. Right, so we're going to have to run these audio cables up further by the where the display is going to be. So you pull. There's 3 air vents on the middle. If you go to the, once you run the wire, I'll show you how we're going to do it. There is a space. Okay, so what we are doing is, started from this bottom corner here. You see my finger coming out through the air vent? There's a little gap. So you're going to pull your plug upward here. On this top corner, there is also a gap. Enough space there so you can run the wire onto the top. The reason we are doing this is these all gets connected on the new monitor along with this video cable that plugs it in here, and the rest all plugs into the new monitor. We're going to put this one, put that wire through it. Before you do it, let's find out which one goes which. So the big plug goes to the right, smaller plugs to the left.
Don't be lazy.
So big one to the right, smaller one to the left. We'll remove that fiberglass. Plugs into the new harness, the male side obviously. Okay. It should lock in. This goes to the female male side of the factory plug. Lock in. I'm going to put this into the radio. It's the other way. No. Yeah, I released the top. Yes, it goes in this way. No?
Oh yeah.
I've never been wrong in my life. I could be wrong, but never been wrong in my life. Okay, now there is a huge space. There is a huge space behind the radio, so all those T-harnesses can be tucked behind the radio. Usually, there isn't much space. On this car, they do have a big cutout on the middle side of it, so you can push that harness all the way to the back so the radio can go back in. Let's do that. No. We gotta figure out where we're gonna put that. We're gonna put that USB cable toward to the passenger side floor. There is a space there. You should be able to run through the side panel on the center dash. out. So let's put the radio back in place, please. Okay. Before we put the screws in, let's test where we gotta put the center dash back. Alright, so we're gonna put the center dash back in. We got those two plugs plugged in. So maybe we should put the screws back in on the radio so we don't have to take this out again. I'm going to put the two torque screws holding onto the radio bracket. Get the center dash back in place. Is that? Yeah. So this one we can put in later, okay? Right, let's get the monitor. It doesn't look like the same. That didn't click. Yeah, it's clicking. Yeah, okay. Alright, let's see. Turn on. That's a good news. Okay, so we're on call. Alright, that works. Oh, I know this one you got to use a joystick. How do you select? Yeah, so you push that in. Because if you touch that screen, it goes to home screen. So be sure to use the OEM. You use a joystick to select the stations, push it down. Because anytime you hit the screen, it will go back to home screen. Alright, so that works. We don't have iPhone, we're going to use an Android. Let's take this out. Let's take this out later. So back cam works. And go to park. And OEM screen work. We're going to do the Bluetooth connectivity on the Android. So you look for car BT, and once it's paired, Carplay or Android Auto should work. Let's get rid of this. Oh, what the hell was that? What's this? Alright, so that works. No volume. Now we need to have an aux input, a Bluetooth. Alright, so after you pair your Carplay or Android Auto, you gotta go back out to the exit. So go to OEM, and you go to media. So go to media, and you're gonna connect the Bluetooth. No Bluetooth OEM device connected. So okay, connect device, come on. Connect device? Yeah. No, come on. Yeah, it's connecting Bluetooth. So now this is new device. Alright, now go Bluetooth device. Yes, that's right. Put it over there. That's right, so here it goes. It's just a little Benz. To do change the resolution is too big, so go to setup, scroll up, car settings, then original screen right here. The resolution is at 800 times 400. We gotta change that to a little bit smaller. So let's see. How about 960 times 540? Let's see if that works. So go here. Alright, so this one looks better. It was very confusing to get the audio working. According to the manual that comes with the Bluetooth setup, it tells us to turn off the car's BT channel. And when we did that, we couldn't get the audio to work. So we fiddled around. This is how we did it. So after you connect your CarPlay or Android Auto, you go to OEM's screen. Well, actually, we're going to have to do the setup first. So you go here, setup, and you go to system. Right here, it says use car BT channel. It has to be off. We couldn't connect that. So we turned it on and it connected, but still didn't work. So we kept playing with it. Go back out to OEM screen, and you go back to the main screen here. You have to use a joystick because anytime you touch the screen, it goes to home screen. So from here, you go to the phone, you're gonna have to select your phone. So you connect your phone. How do we do that? So connect the device. The first thing we did is connect the Samsung phone here. Then we connect the Bluetooth transmitter, which is Bluetooth transmitter is this one. So once you're done connecting the car's Bluetooth for your phone, then you go to the BT transmitter, which is this Android monitor. Then you use this joystick. It would have been highlighted here. You go down to the Bluetooth transmitter and you click this music note Bluetooth here. Then you go back out. You go to the media again. Then has to be BT transmitter as an audio source. And now you go back out to Android Auto. So his phone is connected, playing music. Turn the volume up. It's very confusing because you have multiple Bluetooth devices that need to be connected. First thing you gotta connect the Bluetooth is this Android monitor. Second part, you go to the phone settings and you connect your phone to Mercedes-Benz. Then you go back out to the media player. Then you connect the device. It will show your phone. It will show your phone along with the BT transmitter, which is this Android device. So it would have been connected as a phone and the music icon here. So you're gonna go down to BT transmitter. You choose this music note on the BT transmitter. Then you go back out to the Android screen. It's confusing, but you only have to do this once. Then you connect your cell phone's music here and turn the volume up. So it's working. So it does work. Okay. So that works. Then we're gonna go back out. It has a lot of different options. You can do USB, Bluetooth. You can do mirrorcast, all that here. Let me see if it has any kind of video. No, that's USB. Doesn't have video. Alright, so we got everything working. Reverse cam. The factory reverse cam does work. So that works too. Line chasing, everything works. We're just going to put everything together. We're going to put two screws holding on to this mounting bracket using factory screw and put that back on. So you're going to have to take these screws out. Can you take this out? It's kind of wedged in. Put those two screws. That's the one that comes with. Two screws. So there should be another one here. No, there's a RCA here. It's got space, it's okay. Alright, comes with a little speed clips. I'm gonna put one on each side. One here, one there. There's a cover here on the back of it. You're gonna lift this open, the screw goes through that hole. Now, throw the space. That is not. This way, screws. Try it one more time, make sure everything's still good. Okay, that works.
Solamente partiré si me das el beso de la vida.
Reverse cam. That works. Alright. Sunday's weather.
Today through next Thursday in the Sandys Parish highs will be around 87 while lows will be around 80. Today it'll be partly cloudy. Tomorrow through Sunday it'll be sunny most of the time, but on Thursday.
Alright, the last step is to put 2 screws back in on the right under the armrest. So just put 2 more screws there and we're good to go. This just snaps in.
El finito. Sabe saber.
Close the door. I gotta put that door back on. Alright, let's close the door. Alright, so everything is working. Volume. Full screen, everything works.